Welcome back, we're here with another Dawnless Days siege view here today, and we have a glorious 2v2 here, which I've been told is very close and comes down to the wire. And we have a bit of a classic sort of like alliance forming here. We have Gondor and Rohan on the defense here against Mordor and Isengard on the offense. And right now we're just watching Isengard get abused by the men of Rohan as they ride down these Uruk Hai scouts, or these Uruk Hai raiders, and should finish these off very, very nicely. Scouts of Rohan, they're getting an easy kill for them. A very interesting decision just to have one little sword over here with a ram to try and take this gate. Now that that threat is over, as you can see here, the Guard of Mudasel are going to be able to leave that gate and go elsewhere. But yes, over on this flank over here, we do have Mordor attacking. And then I believe all this over here is Isengard, and Isengard's got a good selection of units as well. I think this is on large armies as well. Looking at, I think looking at the size of the army, I think so. I could be wrong. But yeah, we've got White Hand Grenadiers here as well, which is going to obviously add a little bit of spice. And it looks like we're going to see a cab fight take place here soon. We've got they're all scouts of Rohan going up against wargs of Isengard. I think the wargs would win that, to be honest. If it came to it. I mean, it is a 3v2 at the moment, about to come a 3v3. If they can quickly dash and take on these wargs, they've got a chance of winning it before the third one arrives. So they are tier 2 going up against tier 1. And yeah, the cab is just spear cab, really. It's not shock either, so it's not necessarily going to be that great on the charge. But we'll see what they do. Looks like the scouts here are going to just charge on in. It might be that the idea is to try and leave these two hidden and give the pretense that maybe there is just the one. I do not know. Or maybe he's now just realized, he's like, oh crap, actually, we do not want to be around here. There you go, the wargs are now going to take the offensive. I think they're going to fall into the trap, potentially here. We will see. But yes, it's good to be back in the world of Middle-earth. We are on a very Middle Eastern settlement, but we do have a very much a Lord of the Rings game for you here today. And it looks like we're going to see the wargs potentially get baited here.
The enemy has discovered.
There you go. Enemy discovered their hidden units. They knew about them already. I think they saw them go into the forest. It wasn't exactly the best of ambushes in the world. But yes, if you're enjoying the Dawnless Days action and want to see more of this Lord of the Rings content, then you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment as well down below. But all readers help out the channel. We're working towards 13k subs, so if you want to, help with that sort of movement, getting us towards it, and you haven't already subscribed, please do. Every subscriber that is joins the ranks is one more to fight the armies of evil.
The whole unit has been destroyed.
Or maybe the armies of good. I know there's quite a few of you guys that root for evil every single time, whatever the circumstance. You're like, no, I'm rooting for evil, which I love as well. Yeah, let me know in the comments who you're rooting for. But I mean, this is some good movement here by Rohan. It looks like he's going to sandwich this walk here and get probably himself an easy kill. There you go. The wargs are going to probably do okay to start with, but once the second cab comes in, they should turn that around. Yeah, Scouts of Rohan actually not doing too shabby there. This one, they're just going to keep running away. They're both light, so I'm surprised they're not able to catch the Scouts, to be honest. I would have thought wargs would have had a quicker speed, but maybe they don't. We're going to have to see one of these. Well, they actually know they're not going to need to. He's just going to be able to engage with this one, and then he could actually surround this warg and do exactly the same thing. And all of a sudden, what looked like a pretty dangerous situation for Rohan has all of a sudden turned into not too bad a situation. This one just needs to keep getting out and keep going around. I think it's just got partially trapped. Oh yeah, it needs to move quickly. The scout here is getting ripped to shreds. This is what happens when you take a fair one-on-one. Why that other one cannot take that fight. What is going on in here with the pathfinding? Scout are going to get just destroyed here, I think, in a moment. Yeah, he needs to get that in there now because the wargs otherwise going to get their charge off. It's kind of giving me vibes, like in the Two Towers when there's the warg ambush. It's kind of giving vibes of that, it really is. And here comes the other one, and now this, I think, to be honest, I think Rohan has now missed his chance to win this. A 2v2, I think, is in favor of the wargs, that is for sure. Over on this side, though, we now have Isengard landing, and Rohan is also defending over here. Not that I know if he's aware of it. Berserker's going in. We've got White Hand Storm is in as well. The perfect sort of 2 units to send over the walls first. Big shielded infantry. And then some guys are just going to cleave through the front lines. These Erling men at arms here. Or Erling retainers. Sorry. They will put up a fight, but they will lose, inevitably. Rohan's infantry is not something to be desired. But we've got Error to the Eastfold coming forward here. They're going to go through their infantry and they're going to try and get some hammer and anvil. Got a settlement on fire. 1%. It's hardly on fire. I don't know if he's gonna. I thought he was gonna try and flank and get a side charge. Whether he's still gonna try, I don't know. This is the only cav he's got. No, he's got more cav. He's got more Error to the Eastfold inside the walls here. Whether he's gonna sally out with them, I don't know. I mean, this is definitely a good target right now. Oh no, it's not actually. There's a barricade in the way. If only that barricade wasn't there, that Error to the Eastfold could have just charged down those Uruk Hai raiders. Got itself a very, very easy kill. Yeah, here's the fire. I'm going to blame it on probably the... I think it's on these raiders here, the Morgul raiders. They do all the damage. Oh my gosh, this is literally out of the movies. Men of Gondor. Whatever comes through that gate, stand your ground. It quite literally is the Uruk Hai. Just charge through the gate. And they have now just sent these guys straight into the swordsmen of Gondor here. And then we've got Morgul raiders joining the fight. But what that actually was like really good roleplay. I don't know if they set that up. But like, yeah, they literally like did it so the trolls charge in first. That's beautiful. Yeah, these orcs, they're going to need a little bit of attention from Gondor, you might say. They're going to need to jabby those or shoot them with archers. They're going to have to do something. Have they got any Pelargir Marines? No, but they've got all these Helming gas here that could be shooting at them. Illian Rangers further back. And as to be expected, yeah, the wargs have won that fight. Not many of them left. One of the wargs has routed, but yeah, that was it was an okay sally. The scouts did a bit of a job. Over here, they're also doing a charge of the Arrow to the Eastfold, charging the White Hand Stormers here. That's not a bad idea. Try and weaken these guys up so the Axanes might have some sort of a chance against them. And look at this, yeah. I mean, I don't know what Gondor's been doing with like holding. What his plan was, but he's just sent the sword here just to die, basically. He's just going to get encircled. Got the Morgul warband coming in behind. If it wasn't bad enough for the trolls in front, you're going to have little orcses coming for them in the back. Oh no, or maybe not. The warband are just stood over there like, oh, no, don't worry about us. Let the old orcs have their fun. And there you go, the Morgul warband going on in. And they are going to end the lives of those Gondorians down there. It's a sad, sad sight for them. And they're engaging over here as well. Warriors of Losnark are cycling in and out, trying to get some, charge bonuses. Look at this guy, he's going ham, he's going deep into enemy lines. Just keeps going on. On and on and on. Oh my gosh, he's actually going to battle through the entire formation. He's going to kill this guy? He might do, he might not. Or maybe not. Look how far he's battering this guy. What a legend. Oh, and he dies, rip in peace. No, all that effort for nothing. Anyway, let's see what's going on elsewhere. Looks like the Axanes are going to hold this line here. White Hand Storm is doing their bit. I mean, I'm now seeing archers move forward over here. Got bow rabble, which is going to be interesting to see how easy they're to use inside the settlement. The winding streets do make them quite difficult sometimes to actually set up en masse and actually get, archer dominance. We've got another Warg of Isengard over here. It's weakened. Whether this one's... I don't think this one's seen action, but I don't know. Maybe it has. The Uruk Hai are going straight on in into the next Gondorian sword, immediately making that one lose. And they're going to charge the Axemen behind. That's what they really want to go for, apparently. They haven't gone berserk, but they have lost two of their trolls. The Orcs losing? They are losing. Interesting. Be surprised if this lasts, but maybe it will. Axe is going to go in there. The bravest axeman I know in all of Gondor, charging a troll formation. They are winded and now out of control. We've lost another troll as well. Have they brought any more Uruk Hai? No, I think that's the only one they brought, and they're going to use it pretty much straight away. That's a big, could potentially be a big loss here. Gondor holds for now. The trolls have actually gone no longer out of control. I would freshen these guys up, then send them back in. I mean, if Rohan wanted to, I think he's the one be shooting at them with the Erkenbrand and all his Helming gas over here. He could shoot them again, probably, you know, aggravate those trolls and send them berserk once more. This choke point over here is just absorbing a lot of manpower. I'm seeing multiple units of Erling retainers in here, and now we've got Gondor over here supporting this fight. Gotta at some point think, is it worth continuing to fight here? They're going to persist.
Men are broken and are fleeing.
Shock infantry going in. They're getting like small wins against these White Hand Stormers just temporarily on their charges. Yeah, Gondor now having to set up a lot of infantry over here to support this fight. Rohan's still chugging away as well in this choke point. Similar sort of situation. He's slowly getting attrition down by the superior Uruks with their thick shields and armor which covers everywhere. Fire going off in the background here as the settlement slowly catches fire. It's doing a bit of effect now, 10% -1 morale for Gondor and Rohan. That could be huge, you know, as the siege goes on. The army losses starts to play a bit more of a part.
Our general is being attacked. Keep him alive.
I think that's Erkenbrand getting shot at. I mean, he's probably just, yeah, currently in an archer duel. Yeah, this infantry line's getting a bit thinner and thinner. I don't know whether they want to just use the Era of the Eastfold just to charge through if they start to win any of these. But yeah, this shock infantry here, if we can keep cycle charging, it seems like it's routing. Oh, he's doing a lot of damage here, these guys. Yeah, they have got orc archers up here. They are shooting Erkenbrand. I mean, really, they should just nuke this archer with all the arrows here that they have for the Helming gas. I presume they're trying to shoot that and not shooting the Prince's Coast Guards. Yeah, they are just passively shooting this Helming gas, and the Helming gas are not shooting back, interestingly enough. Trolls did fall back. They are being rested up, which is probably the right thing to do. Gondor is slowly getting overwhelmed by all of these orcs. Probably killing a lot of them. There's just too many of them. Now we've got slightly better ones today. We've got Uruk Hai being sent in, the armored warriors of Mordor. And go the warriors of Losnark again. choke point's going to fall soon, unless the Warriors of the Lost Ark plan to stay there. No, it looks like we're going to see the area of the Eastfold come forward. I think they're going to set up. So as soon as this Gondor line breaks, or even before it breaks, I think they're looking like they might go in here. And then I think the next place is to hold is here. There you go, yep. There goes Rohan on that side. Rohan's going to send in the arrow over there. They're kind of just nearly dead. They didn't really get a charge off at all. Archers are kind of nuking that cavalry unit there. So yeah, that's really nicely done there by Isengard. And I think they're possibly just shooting this arrow to these fold as well. I think they've just got Mordor bow rabble here, yeah, just nuking that one. So yeah, Rohan right now needing to be on his toes with all his micro for his cavalry. Great charge going in there. They'll weaken these orcs a little bit. And he's going to get out, and I think he's going to just try and retreat behind friendly lines. I don't think he's going to get another charge off in time. Or he might do. He might get one more. Yep, here he goes. Into the Uruks. Nice. I think that was a better one, to be honest. Did he not break that Morgul Warback somehow? Oh, there you go. I was going to say, somehow that did not break. But he's running out of cav. That's kind of one of the concerning things. He is running out. And this cav unit over here has just been focused down to, like, pieces. That's unfortunate there for that Rohan player. Poor micro, you could say. Not paying attention to that. Also, you could say poor from his defender ally in not calling it out. Always keep an eye on what your ally's doing as well. Now Gondor's taking over responsibility of holding the central choke point against Isengard. I do like that how Gondor is mostly facing off against Mordor and then Rohan is facing off against Isengard. It's like old rivals meet once more. Yeah, Isengard there trying to battle its way through Gondor's sword line. Looks like he's going to as well. This Berserkers here having a very effective game. This cav over here is still cycle charging, by the way. It's like literally, oh, well, both of them are here. They're actually like killing off this force of Uruks and orcs in the street. They're doing a really good job there, actually. But there is still a lot of orcs, still 5,300 against 2,600. I imagine, well, actually, no, I think actually these are all reasonable units. They've got pillagers actually still to send in and raiders. But yeah, like Mordor orcs, they're not that great, but pillagers, yeah, I mean, they're a shock infantry, but they are very light. So, and they've got mass on their side. So there are a lot of units here that you think, oh, they could actually quite easily be cut down and killed. Isengard doesn't look like he's got masses left. He's got, it looks like a lot more berserkers to send in, which are obviously very good. He's still got those white hand grenadiers as well. But yeah, he's not got masses left of actual sword infantry. It all seems to have been pretty much committed, bar his General Ugluk. And it looks like he's got some white hand stormers here and like another one, a raider back there that's also been held in reserve for some reason. And he's through here. He's beaten the retainers, and his reward is nothing. There is no cavalry to just charge in and destroy him. But he could now hit this flank and support his own troops.
The unit's ammunition is spent, and it can no longer fire.
Yeah, this choke point is going to be pretty much done, and Isengard's going to be through the first layer of defense. Yeah, there you go. Berserker's finally going in. Gondor is falling back, as you can see. He's doing the right thing. Read the room, realized he can't stay where he is, because if this choke point fell, well, I mean, they could actually ignore that one, but they can just carry on down and they can encircle all these units here. Get these Axemen of Losnark back. Nope, they're going to go for another charge. They definitely could have got out of there. Instead, they're choosing suicide. You know what? We'll take him. We'll take this charge. go. Warriors of Losnark routed just like that. Easy.
The enemy is breaking down one of our barricades.
Breaking down one of their barricades. Oh, they're breaking this one down. Of course. Of course. Yeah, Uruk Hai Raider's going to deal with that. Gondor is waiting, though. Gondor has plenty of reserves, it seems. Citadel Guards, Princess Coast Guard. He's got his Citadel Guards on the other side, and he's pulling back his Princess Coast Guard here. He doesn't want them to get shot freely. Right decision. Rohan obviously still has, decent reserves, and the Helmingast and Erkenbrand are still very, very good in a melee. We've still got Guard and Mudasild sort of keeping an eye on this gate as well. It looks like we're now going to see Mordor take over responsibility of that ram, sending around their Morgul Raiders here, and they're going to, I think, push that ram forward. Shame they don't have another cav unit, because they could have sided out and just, like, destroyed this Morgul Raider very easily. I think all the wargs are all gone from this area, so yeah, this would be another free kill, to be honest, for a cav unit. It's a bit of a shame. Yeah, Uruk Spears trying to, like, take on Citadel Guards. It's not going to work. The Citadel Guards are going to munch them up. This guy, he's going absolutely deep into enemy lines. And a madman, bit like that Gondor sword we saw earlier. Oh, he's dead, rip in peace. Why you don't break formation, men? You're safe in your shield wall. Break the shield wall and that's your own death you're signing. Like, this guy's getting prodded by, like, multiple spears. It's unfazed. And yeah, the rest of the unit waiting there patiently. But yeah, these Uruk spears, I doubt are going to break through. These Citadel Guard will hold for a long time. They've already lost 5 troops anyway. They're slamming into more Citadel Guards over here. And even if there are Berserkers, these are very weakened Berserkers going up against a very fresh, healthy elite spear unit. Still firing some arrows, so they've got the civilian range, still with ammo. That's good to see. What are they shooting at? Oh, they're shooting at orcs in here. Bow rabble. I mean, not bad target. I mean, that'll also bring down the man count as well. Like 4,600, but that's including like massive units like these bow rabble, which can quite easily be dealt with. But it is obviously like a risk then to use all your ammo on things like that. You've got to save your ammo for things like the Uruk Hai, which are still knocking about. There's still like 5 of them left. They're still over here. They're now just moving forward, or at least it looks like they're moving forward. Looks like we're going to see... Well, I don't know whether the cab's being positioned here, whether to actually go in through this choke point if they break through, or more it's just lying in wait because they expect that the defenders still have another cab unit to sally out and try and get this kill. I mean, even if they sent out infantry now, they might still kill that unit. Don't think it's worth it, though. We're going to see Warriors of Losnark get sent in. And they're going to support the Citadel Guards here, who aren't really doing a lot. I don't feel like they actually got given an attack order. They kind of just stood here. Like most of the units just stood there minding their own business. And there you go, the Warriors of Losnark. Axe wielders. Shouting their war cries, going in, taking the heads of orcs, splitting their skulls. Find no brains inside, just mindless orcs. That's what they are. Mindless. They should actually defeat most of those units. They are all really, really weak, and they'll probably just be defeated.
We've revealed their deception.
Dark Tidings, I'm guessing that's gates destroyed. Yep, over here. So yeah, now Mordor can go in. Morgul Raid is going up against Gardamusa. Unlikely that they'll win that fight. And does say oil, but no oil. Just the noise of oil. Yeah, Gardamusa should hold that line. We'll see. Capturing unit. Oh, I think it's just because they're capturing the gate. I think that's what it is. They're not losing anything else. If it was a general, a Black Shield bodyguards. Okay, not even a unique general. Yep, this fight over here, Uruk Spears are now losing. We've got the pole arms back in here. They are getting shot at. I think that is just by orc archers. There's not really anything they can really do about that. They can try and shoot them, try and take them out. Maybe a bit of an early commitment to throw in the pole arms, possibly. Filling Rangers, they are still focusing stuff out. They have got supply barrels in here as well, actually, to Rohan. So as you can see, these Helmingats have just resupplied. That's good to see. This one, oh no, that's just Faramir's Valor that is just being popped there. It just gives a whole bunch of entity mass, missile block. No, sorry, that's speed, accuracy, rate of fire, and fatigue. Oh, that's pretty. They're all pretty good, to be fair. Cav is going to go in, since the eye. How wise an idea that is to get in prolonged melee against spears, I do not know.
Enemy units have returned.
I feel like this is a really bad idea for Mordor here, just charging in. Guards Mudasav are winning that fight. Since they are combat even, but they are. I'm surprised they aren't winning. Aren't losing more. But we're going to see a second one get sent in. Really? They're going to put that. I mean, they've got the second guard Mudasav over here. They can always throw that in if they really desperately need to. But I don't think they will need it at the moment. The defenders are holding quite nicely so far. All these assaults kind of getting repulsed. There's more of a concern when Faramir and all of his rangers here run out of ammo. That'll be a concern as to what happens then. We've got Black Shield bodyguards in here. They're fighting Silver guards. They're getting psychic charged as well by the Warriors of Losnok.
Enemy forces have seized our gates.
Okay, so they've captured the gates. It's not the end of the world. Gardamusa will keep fighting there. Mordor's finest swords cannot break through. Again, the psychic charge coming in. It's just so effective, and he's actually killing off his Black Shield bodyguards nicely. Zerkers haven't gone in yet. I'm surprised. Yeah, it's an odd order they're sending units in here. Like Black Shield's gone in before these Orc warriors. They're now being sent in just to add a bit more mass, maybe to allow the Black Shield to pull back. Archers need to be careful over here. These Helmingats overcommitting. What are they trying to shoot? Are they just trying to shoot the shock back there? I think so. There you go. Uruk Spears going in. And going up against Citadel Guard, I can only imagine it's going to be the same result as what that first Uruk Spear faced. Defeat. Defeat is now looming over here, though. Weirdly enough. The Cav is, it's dying as well. Gardamusa seems to keep flicking between combat even and losing. They might need some support here. Another spear brought up would really help the situation. Help defeat some very expensive cavalry. Yeah, odd decision really just to send in the cav against spears in a gate. But you know what? Mordor knows better than me, maybe. Here comes the second spear. Garda Musel is going to get ready. I'd send it in now, just in case that this Mordor player thinks, oh, I found a gap I can charge through. The last thing you want is Servants of the Eye running rampant inside this fortress. But this is not going to go well. Over here, Isengard just pushing against polearms and spears. The shock infantry here just going to get themselves impaled, kebabbed. They are holding there. Berserkers having no joy. The spears are actually losing. Polearms, well, polearms doing something. They're not exactly winning or losing. There you go. They have recaptured the gates, and the Cavs will pull back on this flank here. And so have the shock. So they're now keeping two Garda Mudasel tied down there, which is certainly a bit of a win for the forces of evil. Numbers-wise, it's 2,000 against 3,100 right now. Right now, the responsibility for the defense is down to Gondor and his Citadel Guard. How long can they hold on? Maybe they're going to run for time. Uruk spears are losing here. The Citadel Guard just refuse to die. They're going to need to send something in with a little bit more anti-spear capabilities. The shock coming forward. And trolls! It's the perfect duo. And they've lost another one since we've last checked in on them. I think the lose one just stood here. No, this is from previous fights. We've got Gondor Sword Infantry. They're losing in this fight. Citadel Guard still doing fine. I'd send these archers over to the other side here to get shooting against these trolls. Yeah, the shock going in, that should turn that fight around. Citadel Guard might start to lose here. Maybe the pillagers, I don't know, we'll have to see. The pillagers might struggle here. Trolls are in. They are battering away here. Polearms are pushing forward a little bit, try and get in range of those trolls. But yeah, Citadel Guards immediately losing, but the Trolls are also dying as well. 2 out of 8 of them left. Helmingast, they're getting ready to go in to support this choke point. And once again, the cavalry is charging over here. And once again, oh, it's not even, they're not mounted, they are dismounted. Probably the better decision. Oh my gosh, these guys are zipping over here. What is going on? These guys like on MD or something? They've like zipped over here to try and help defend this choke point. The guards should hold. I don't know if this strategy works though, since they are dismounting them anymore. Whether you can still use it. There you go, they repulse them for now. Looks like the Morgul Raiders are going to try and hold that line instead. No real crack showing at all yet in this defense. Wonder when the time will come though for the Grenadiers to come forward. These guys will be called upon soon. And they could, I think that's why they're saving ammo as well, trying to, you know, shoot those Grenadiers. The Helming gas going in here. And they're red. Isengard desperate for man flesh as they still batter away at these Gondorian lines. There you go, they broke it through. Have they? No, not really. I think they just fell back some units and Rohan kind of got a little overexcited there. Now they're having to fall back. They'll lose Helmingast unnecessarily there. Gondor just slogging away at these choke points here. Doing the best they can. There's not really a lot to comment on. There's not a lot of strategy going on right now. It is just kind of just grinding out Gondor's men right now. That is the all they can do. I mean, numbers wise, they obviously have the more men. 1,700 against 2,600. But how many of those include like archers? Which, like, yeah, these bow rabble kind of scatter around. Yeah, a couple. There's still quite a few units to go in. The Trolls down to 1 out of 8. And yeah, they've decided just to keep Rohan occupied over here. It's not a bad idea. Gardamus is still waiting there. These pillagers are making a difference. They're killing off these Citadel Guards slowly but surely. Also burning the settlement down. So rude of them. Look at these guys burning over here. Surely they're like just catching fire rather than, you know, dying to Uruk's spears. It'll be crispy like Lord Denethor. Got a human candle. Gondor's actually pushing down this ramp. He's made ground since we've last looked in on this this choke point. The psychic charge, I think, from Warriors of Loznod kind of be quite effective. There you go, it goes again. Surprised we haven't seen Evil try this a little bit, but apparently not. Apparently they're not into that sort of cycle charge strategy. I will admit, I don't think I am. I don't really like doing this whole cycle charge shenanigans. Still, all the grenadiers, where have they gone? Where are the grenadiers? Oh, they're here, they're here. The grenadiers are here, they're getting shot at. They haven't actually used any ammo, but they are stood right by this choke point. I think they're thinking they can get through here. I mean, this is very thin on the ground now. You need to send those pole arms back in, really. Or send in the rangers. They need to send something in here. I think the grenadiers want to blow up the pole arms. Hence the pole arms are back there. They might just hold that choke point now and just let the guards and the archers die here. To be honest, there's no need to like push forward, hold and hold that ground. You know, it's looking rough when the Helmingast and like archers generally have to go into melee. Have they fallen back on the side? No. Oh, what has happened here? Grenadiers have pulled through? No, they haven't. There was very much a gap. They've gone around the gap, I think, and they have thrown some grenades. Not really that many. This guy is feeling the after effects of the grenades. And the grenadiers have been routed. They've been shot by those last remaining rangers with ammo, and they've routed. That's not great. Not great at all for the Force of Evil if they hope to win today. And now those pole arms can go forward again if they want to. Still, Guard's holding to 2 men left. It's insane. I mean, they're not. I mean, they technically are pulling through. No one's engaging this last guy. He's been an absolute champ. He's going to get that kill on the Berserker as well. Keep going, sir. Keep going. Oh, he's got another kill. What a legend. Keep fighting on. Who's going after next? Who's his next victim? Oh no, he's going back to his position. I love that from him. But I love that from the Citadel Guard, you know, following orders, holding his ground, and even quite literally when the enemy have gone past him, he's going to stand his ground there. Very nice. Got Urkenbrand in the front line now. I think this is Urkenbrand. Yeah, it is. Urkenbrand holding the line. But don't execute this Citadel Guard, please, no. What is the morale actually? Yeah, minus 23%, still minus 1. This is 12-12, that's so much more severe. They're going to break through. And there he is, the Citadel Guard. Singular one. No, don't die. I think he technically got that kill. I'm really not sure. And he got another kill. I'm going to give that to him as well. He's getting at least 3 or 4 kills here. He is hunting down these berserkers. And what we're going to see come up, Ugluk's coming up now. I don't think he'll survive an entire healthy unit of Ugluk retinue with this one Citadel Guard. I feel we need to name him though. His name can be, I don't know, Clive. Clive the Citadel Guard. Go on, Clive, get this kill. Absolute champ. Oh no, he's in a bit of trouble. Oh no, there's Ugluk. And he's dead. Rip in peace, Clive. He had a good run. Yes, those Coast Guards, they're going to need some support. Getting Guard and Mudaseld support. We now have Gondor defending over here. There's sword infantry. Against wargs, they probably could do better off with those Guard and Mudaseld here. Faramir still has ammo. He's still in the game. Nice. Keep that going. No real movement elsewhere. No one has really changed. So they've moved a little bit further back up this hill here. They're still fighting here. Yeah, they're not. I mean, I think they've lost their sword support because that's now at the back of it. Oh, the wargs just pulled through? Or are they through? No, yeah, the wargs have definitely just pulled through that sword line, I feel like. What the heck? They're all like dying to a load of Athelian Rangers and Helmingast who are, you know, pretty capable of melee. But yeah, now they're going to try and, I guess, rear charge the swords. Yeah, I think he must have pulled through. There's no way like this Gondorian sword got out of the way. It's now pulling back, where they're just going to try and resist the warp charge. They should have just stayed in. Now they're going to get encircled. Really odd choice there from Gondor to just, you know, charge the wargs. The gates have fallen once again. Yeah, that Gondorian sword's in a bit of trouble. They're going to need to send forward the archers to try and help mop that up. That could be a little weakness there. This is also not looking good here. Guard of Mudaseld in the front line. Ugluk's retinue are beating them. He's getting archer support though. How much ammo do these guys have left? Oh, Faramir has literally like a volley left. That is it. A singular volley. The only hope left for Rohan. There's 6 minutes left of the siege, and the numbers are looking a little better for the defenders. 900 defenders against 1,200 attackers. We need to kill off these servants of the eye. Quickly just deal with this threat over here and then get back to the front lines. There's a lot of resources being sent here. It's so handy that most of Good's archers here today, like Rangers and Helmingast, can fight so effectively in melee. But once they're out of ammo, they actually have a purpose. While like Evil's archers, they're out of ammo, and then once they're out of ammo, not really going to be able to do a lot. There goes one of the stones to the eye. The other one's about to go. 16 out of 65. They're sending back the swords to the front lines. They're going to need them there soon. Anywhere really being broken through. Faramir is still free and available to do stuff. Looks like Uruk actually is now starting to lose this fight. He's getting attacked by Athelian Rangers. And yeah, he's about to die. And they are starting to break over here as well. The trolls are at, like, you know, out of puff. The spears can't break through. Neither can the pillagers. We're going to see the Black Shield Bodyguard General go in. They've been swarmed and swamped here by Helmingas. And Mordor just cannot get through this choke point. I mean, Rohan's really struggling to kill his last troll as well. His choke point's going to need some support. Faramir might be needed over here. That Black Shield Bodyguard arriving is having to break pole arms and spears. Faramir, you're needed. And just in the right time, these Athelian Rangers as well have also helped kill off those servants of the Eye over there. They've reclaimed the gate, and now they need to charge in here. They need to get straight into that fight. Deal with the Black Shield Bodyguard and also the trolls. They're needed there. They're kind of holding still on this side here nicely. I mean, Silver Guards, Silver Chevron, they're holding. They should be fine. Mordor Bow Rabble, they're not going to do much in melee. The numbers are creeping closer and closer. You can say it's around about 700 each, because these Bow Rabble are not going to be doing much in melee. Uruk's winning again. They need to keep those ranges in the fight. That's what's making the difference here. And also, I think it's helping that the Berserkers are in there. Uruk Banner needs to be careful. I think he technically did pull through to get from that Berserker onto Uruk here and get him in melee. They need to be careful. They don't want to lose any generals just yet. Cause still a lot of resources for both players here alive. Like, it's not like it's singly Rohan or singly Gondor on this line. Athelian Rangers, they are dying here to the trolls and to this massive Mordor forces. You're going to need to send something over here that's going to hold a little better. Helmingas were sent in, but then since been pulled back. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, this should hold for ages. These two units here are doing a good job. Silver Guard are dying now. Yeah, I think they're trying to keep the ranges as free as possible. Like, they still have 3 available that can go into any position if they needed to. Uruk is now dying over here. Without his Berserker support, he seems to be being defeated by Gardamudaselt and Helmingas. And if Uruk dies, well, actually, there isn't really many Isengard troops left, so it doesn't really matter, I don't think. That is Uruk on the front lines there. Without his helmet. And is he breaking? He is breaking. Uruk is going. And that is Isengard gone. Yeah, there's Bow Rabble there breaking. And look at that. There's actually a mass rout. So many of these Bow Rabble, I did not realize, were actually Isengards. White Hand Storm is breaking. Black Shield Bodyguard's breaking. And yeah, all of a sudden, I think with the trolls going as well, the troll is finally dead. They're still not winning in this. I mean, they're sort of winning in this fight over here. They're cycling in and out with those archers, and that's doing a lot of damage to the Black Shields. But 590 against 300 is very, very close. We're still seeing, like, where's this Orc Warrior been this entire game? Why has this been kept in reserve? Send them in.
Our men are wavering.
Yeah, if that general dies here or he breaks, I think that's a mass rout for Mordor. And that will be then game. But it does look like the forces of good are going to win here today. Orc warriors are wavering on just before they even get to impact. And there you go. General breaks. And a Pyrrhic victory for Rohan and Gondor. And we'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. This one was sent in by Jackaboy, who was playing as Rohan. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. Yeah, his Cav did okay, 247 kills for one of the scouts. I think that's killing off those raiders at the beginning. And then we've got 295 with the Ered of the Eastfold. Another one got 101, which is not too shabby. But yeah, a bit of a vary in kills there. Then his Helmingast 320, 395, 348 kills. 209 kills with the Guard of Mudaseld. Yeah, his Retain is not doing that great. And then Erkenbrand getting 197 kills. Then we have Emperor Force playing as Gondor. Faramir getting 159 kills, 159 kills as well for the Gondor Sword Infantry, 130. Warriors of Losnar getting 182, 401. Very, very nice. This cycling in and out shenanigans actually working. 405 kills here for the Citadel Guards. 328 kills there. Not also too bad either. 305 for one of these Coast Guards is very, very good. 191 kills. Then the Archers, Thillian Rangers, 330 kills. 295, 282 kills. Very, very nice there. Then we have Fallen Drizzle playing as Mordor. His Troll getting 124 kills, which is okay. I felt like he was going to get more kills. I had a lot of early success. And then just, yeah, late, as the game went on, it seemed to run out of steam. But yeah, like 64 kills with the 70i. His Archers, yeah, struggling for kills. 84 kills with the Morgul Raiders. Actually, Mordor really struggling looking at this. 84 kills with Warband, 126 kills with the Black Shield Bodyguards. Not a lot of stuff with triple figure kills. While Drago over here for Isengard had a lot more success against Rohan, getting 156 kills with the Ugluk here. 123 kills with the Stormers, 149 kills, 193, 167, 217 kills. Yeah, these White-Hand Stormers spammed out, doing a very good job. Then we've got Berserkers, 163 kills, 108 kills, there's another one there. 144 kills, and then his Wags getting 107 kills, 126 kills, the best there. So there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days siege battle. If you did enjoy and want to see more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment shows support. It really does help out the channel, and I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.